Flight. IA-702 took off on a clear summer morning in 1989. It was supposed to be a routine journey, just a few hours in the air, nothing unusual. Passengers settled into their seats, flight attendants smiled politely, and the plane disappeared into the clouds like thousands before it. But it never arrived. Some said it crashed into the ocean. Others believed it had been hijacked. As days turned into years and years into decades, the world slowly forgot about Flight 1A-702. Families mourned, memorials were built, and the story faded into mystery. Until one day, 37 years later. In 2026, air traffic control in Mumbai picked up an unusual signal. A plane using an outdated transponder code was requesting permission to land. The voice on the radio was calm, almost routine. Requesting landing clearance, this is Flight YA-702. The control room went silent. That flight, it disappeared in 1989, one officer whispered. Yet the radar didn't lie. The aircraft was real, approaching steadily as if nothing had changed. Authorities scrambled. Emergency crews lined the runway, unsure of what they were about to witness. The plane landed smoothly, no damage, no sign of distress. It looked new. When the doors opened, the passengers began to step out, calm, confused, carrying newspapers dated 1989. To them, only a few hours had passed. A young man walked out looking exactly as he did decades ago, yet his daughter, now an old woman, stood behind the barricade, trembling. Scientists, investigators, and officials rushed to understand what had happened. The pilot claimed they had flown through a strange glowing storm, one unlike anything he had ever seen. Instruments failed, time seemed to slow, and then everything returned to normal. Except it hadn't. The world had moved on. Technology had advanced. Loved ones had aged or passed away. But for those on Flight YA-702, time had stood still. The phenomenon sparked global debate. Some called it a time slip, others whispered about parallel dimensions, and a few believed it was proof of something far beyond human understanding. But for the passengers, the mystery didn't matter. They had landed in a future that no longer remembered them. And as one passenger quietly said while looking at a world he didn't recognize, "We didn't survive the journey. We escaped time."